To my fellow public servants, to the viewers, guests, good afternoon. We are again present this afternoon for the private conference for the procurement of civil works under invitation to bid number 2024-017 for five projects. We are live via YouTube live streaming in compliance to Department Order number 06 series of 2024. Before we proceed, may I request the Secretariat for our roll and to acknowledge guests present.
Good afternoon, each and everyone.
Afternoon.
For the attendance of the previous conference this April 23, 2024, we have here our back chairperson, Madam Eva M. Del Piero,
Present.
our back vice chairperson, Madam Catherine M. Sanria, our back member, Engineer John Jeffrey D. Marcos, our back secretariat headed by Engineer Eric Y. Valdez, with Ma'am Lucena M. Garma, and from PWG, Ma'am Josie B. Arellano, and from Planning and Design Section Representative, Engineer Hanishan P. Violan. That's all, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ala, with the presence of the back chairperson and the back vice chairperson, and with majority of back members present, I hereby declare a quorum and call this private conference to order. We have the present agenda for this activity, private conference. First agenda is brief presentation, explanation by the back of the following: A, BC contract data; B, requirements of bidding documents; C, documents to be submitted by the bidder. Under the documents to be submitted by the bidders is a technical component and two, financial component of the bid. D, criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and status of ongoing projects and award. 2, questions, comments from the bidders and replies of BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. 3, other matters, which is the three-strike policy against violation of section 69.1.I of the IRR of RA 9184, and the last is summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued. Is there any additional agenda for this private conference? Since there is none, may I know the pleasure of the body? That's been moved by Engineer Marcos and seconded by Ma'am Sandria, and with no objection, the motion to adopt this agenda is hereby approved. And first, in the order of business, is the explanation of basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, which will be presented to us by Engineer Shane Violan from the Planning and Design section.
Good afternoon, everyone. Number 1, name of contract. Construction of one-story, 3-classroom school building in Belmonte Elementary School, Barangay Belmonte, Laak, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0077, location Laak, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, construction of complete one-story, 3-classroom school building with toilet attached. This also includes concrete parapet, hand washing facilities, window grills, permit and clearances, stainless steel railings, generator, and site development. Approved budget for the contract,
9,950,000 pesos only. Source of fund, BEFF CY 2024. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Size range, small b. License category, CND. Cost of bid documents, 10,000 pesos only. This is the perspective of the proposed project, the floor plan, and the JOTAG photos of the project. Number 2, name of contract. Construction of one-story, 3-classroom school building in Bawani Elementary School, Barangay Bawani, Mawab, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0078, location Mawab, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, construction of complete one-story, 3-classroom school building with toilet attached. This also includes concrete parapet, hand washing facilities, window grills, permit and clearances, stainless steel railings, generator, and site development. Approved budget for the contract, 9,950,000 pesos. Source of fund, BEFF CY 2024. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Size range, small b. License category, CND. Cost of bid documents, 10,000 pesos only. This is the perspective of the proposed project, the floor plan, and the JOTAG photo. Number 3, construction of one-story, 3-classroom school building in Anibongan Elementary School, Barangay Anibongan, Maco, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0079, location Maco, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, construction of complete one-story, 3-classroom school building with toilet attached. This also includes concrete parapet, hand washing facilities, window grills, permit and clearances, stainless steel railings, generator, and site development. Approved budget for the contract, 9,950,000 pesos only. Source of fund, BEFF CY 2024. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Size range, small b. License category, CND. Cost of bid documents, 10,000 pesos only. The proposed perspective of the project, floor plan, and the JOTAG photos. Number 4, construction of one-story, 3-classroom school building in Panangan Elementary School, Barangay Panangan, Maco, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0080, location Maco, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, construction of complete one-story, 3-classroom school building with toilet attached. This also includes concrete parapet, hand washing facilities, window grills, permit and clearances, stainless steel railings, generator, and site development. Approved budget for the contract, 9,950,000 pesos only. Source of fund, BEFF CY 2024. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Size range, small b. License category, CND. Cost of bid documents, 10,000 pesos only. The perspective of the proposed project, floor plan, and JOTAG photos. Number 5, construction of multi-purpose building or municipal hall, Phase 3, Barangay Kingking, Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Contract ID number 24LA0098, location Pantukan, Davao de Oro. Scope of works, completion of Pantukan Municipal Hall building with the following provision. Finishing works glass partition, completion of doors and windows, railings, tiles, cladding, vault, painting, ceiling and wall finishes, electrical works, construction of powerhouse, lighting arrestor, transformer, panel boards, solar panels, and inverters. For mechanical works, construction of elevator shaft, elevator pit, and installation of 14-person capacity elevator. Completion of fire protective equipment or sprinkler system. Installation of air conditioning system. For electronic works, installation of network cabling, fire detection, and alarm system, and permit and clearances. Approved budget for the contract, 74,250,000 pesos. Source of fund, FY 2024 GAA CSSP BIP. Contract duration, 338 calendar days. Size range, small b and medium A. License category B. Cost of bid documents, 50,000 pesos. The proposed location of the project located at Pantukan Municipal Hall and the site development plan. Perspective of the proposed project. Ground floor plan. Second floor plan. Third floor plan. And the JOTAG photos of the project. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Bulan, for your explanation and detailed presentation of the project to be procured by the interested bidders. Next in the order of business is the requirements of bidding documents and so on and so forth.
Requirements of bidding documents. All documents required, including the instructions to bidders, the general conditions of contract, special condition of contract, specifications, drawings, bill of quantities, and forms, such as bid securities, are all uploaded to PhilJEP's website and our website at the DPWH. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders from the procurement unit at the DPWH Davao de Oro 1st DEO Navantaran Davao de Oro and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, PhilJEPS, and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Documents to be submitted by the bidder. The following documents should be included by the interested bidders in their bids. For the technical component of the bid, A. Eligibility documents such as PhilJEP's certificate. B. PCAV license and registration. C. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC only. NFCC computation and statement of total assets and total liabilities. D. Joint venture agreement, if applicable. E. Technical documents such as bid security, project requirements such as the organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors' personnel, list of major equipment, and omnibus statement, which is 10 items. For financial component of the bid, A. Bid form. B. Bid prices and the bill of quantities. C. Detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals. D. Cash flow by quarter. These documents should be submitted using to envelope system. Bidders are urged to only fasten the documents at the topmost portion instead of binding them. Each document should be ear tagged appropriately. There shall be 3 copies of documents: the original copy, copy 1, and copy 2. The original copies of technical component of the bid shall be sealed in one envelope, and the original copies of financial component of the bid shall be sealed in another envelope. These envelopes should be labeled as original copy of technical component and original copy of financial component respectively. These labeled envelopes shall be sealed into one envelope and label it as the original copy of the bid. The same procedure applies to copy 1 and copy 2. Lastly, the original copy, copy 1 and copy 2 of the bid shall be sealed into one final envelope to be submitted here in conference room, 2nd floor, DPWH, 1st District Engineering Office, Davao de Oro. Bids can also be submitted electronically through electronicbeads_Compostela Valley@dpwh.gov.ph. Please be reminded, key personnel, there should be no overlapping or no dual functions, especially in project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and safety officer. Tax identification number should be indicated in your bid documents. It will be needed during the award of contract. Financial documents should be written legibly. Discrepancies of bid prices between figures and in words will prevail. Bids not addressing or providing all the required items in the bidding documents, especially in the bill of quantities, the bid will be considered as non-responsive. Always check your documents before submitting to avoid disqualification. All bidders should update their PhilJEP's contractor's profile application as mandated and in accordance to Section 8.5.2 of 2016 Iranian Riles of RA 9184 and the GPPB Resolution Number 150, 2021. In addition to our bidding documents, bidders are required to include in their technical documents the affidavit of site inspection with proof of evidence of actual visit of the area. This is to avoid problems during the implementation of the project, as per BAC Resolution Number 071 Series of 2023. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check. Criteria and procedure for eligibility check that are set forth in Section 23 of the revised implementing rules and regulations of RA 9184. All prospective bidders should have updated their CLASA documents. These documents were already discussed by the Secretariat. During the opening of bids, the BAC will check the eligibility result of contractor's profile application from Procurement Service of Central Office and simultaneously conduct the eligibility check and preliminary examination of the technical components of the bids. Bidders who are found eligible and the same time pass the preliminary examination of their technical proposal and financial proposal, the committee will read the bid amount stated in the bid form.
Thank you. We are now through with Agenda 1 and its subsections. We will now proceed to Agenda 2, which is the questions, comments from the bidders and from the viewers, and replies of BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. Since there is none, we will proceed to other matters, the three-strike policy against violation of Section 69.1.I of the IRR of RA 9184.
Three-strike policy. The three-strike policy against violation of Section 69.1.I of the IRR of R 9184 and the following administrative sanctions enumerated as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents, but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter non-participation, or did not submit a bid without a valid cause, as determined by the Bids and Awards Committee concerned. B, a bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cause, as determined by the BAC concerned. C, a bidder submitting insufficient or defective bid documents, such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. D, other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding, as determined by the concerned BAC, provided that these acts have been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletin, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. The following administrative sanctions on the airing contractor for violation of 3-strike policy: for the violation or strike, a first warning; for the second strike, a second warning; for the third strike, which together with the first 2 strikes constitutes the first offense against the 3-strike policy, an administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH. For the second offense, that is, the second set of 3 strikes committed by the bidder, an administrative penalty of suspension for 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH.
Thank you. We now proceed to the last agenda, summary of proceedings, including supplemental bid bulletins to be issued, and it will be presented to us by Engineer Valdez, the procurement head.
Good afternoon, Madam.
And
All agenda for pre-bid conference are well explained and discussed by the Secretariat. Prospective bidders are advised to visit anytime our website for any supplemental bid bulletin issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Valdez. All the needed information has already been presented, discussed, and explained by the Secretariat, the BAC, and the planning engineers. All of the business in the agenda were already taken into consideration. May I know the pleasure of the body? It has been moved by Engineer Marcos and seconded by Ma'am Sangria, and with no objection, the motion to adopt this agenda, the pre-bid conference, is hereby approved. This conference is now adjourned. Thank you, and once again, good afternoon.